Greetings, fellow seekers. Eli the Restorer, doing our second live broadcast, and I'm going to give you a little time to get ready. If you're going to do the meditation, I highly recommend you use the washroom before. You don't want to sit there with a full bladder, and get a nice, comfortable place to lie. I recommend, I should be marketing these, the Mind Folds for blindfolding, because they got some nice foam rubber here. But you want to get as much light out because you're not going to be needing these eyes anyway. As we go on, we're going to be needing this eye. So I want to thank you, everybody, for checking in. Eli's been on a journey his entire life, and he's been blessed with some pretty awesome teachers over the years, and I thought I had my fill until 2004 when I met a rabbi when I moved to Colorado, Rabbi Joe Bakst, B-A-K-S-T. And I highly recommend you guys go to his website, cityofluz, Luz.com, because Rabbi Joel really fleshes out the esoteric meaning to why we're going to do this meditation today. I understand it as a former Catholic and that, but I'm not Jewish. But Rabbi Joel does a really good job with this. So this is a 60-minute meditation, and usually when people meditate, they don't meditate that long. But the trick with this meditation is we're going to be doing the right brain, left brain, but mainly you're going to be needing your right brain to have the power of this meditation. That's the mystical part of our brain. The left brain is too logical, linear, time-based than that. So I met Rabbi Joel in 2004 when I moved to Colorado, and immediately was excited about what I was learning. And then through our connection, he had connected with Rick Strassman, Dr. Strassman. He's a psychiatrist. And Rick wrote a wonderful book called DMT, the Spirit Molecule. So I highly recommend reading that. It's a good read. Or if nothing else, go to YouTube and to the 2010 version, DMT, the Spirit Molecule, and you'll get some ideas of what we're looking to do today. And through their collaboration, and then what Eli brought into it with the breath work and a few other things, I started doing this in 2006. I did it every day for 2 years straight because I understood some of the esoteric teaching behind this. And I've already drank the Kool-Aid, as I like to say. It's changed my life. It's changed my consciousness. It's put me in that place where Jesus frequently talked about be in the world, but not of the world. And so as I was studying the Kabbalah with Rabbi Joel, and then Rick Strassman stuff came out and they connected. Rabbi Joel's actually in the YouTube video. I also found a really interesting study that the Army did in 1983 called the Gateway Experience, and it became available to us in 2003. And my niece's husband found this about 6 months ago, and it blew me away because it was the hemisync experience about going from left brain to right brain. Now, they did it a little differently than us. We're going to be using a CD today that was specifically developed for this meditation. It slows the brain waves down to theta, and it helps to open the third eye. So I'm going to show you the breathing that we're going to do today. And I'm a trained rebirther, Leonard Orr's work. And if you're new to this, you don't have to breathe this fast. There is some talk out there that every cell in our body, besides the pineal gland, and all of this is still supposition, but I've been converted, releases some dimethyltryptamine, DMT. So the breathing I'm going to do, and you'll hear me through the microphone, is like this. It's up through the nose. And we're going to do that for 20 minutes. Everything we're going to do in this meditation, I'll be guiding it as we do it together. So I'll be telling you it's time to do this, time to do that. So don't freak out like, how am I going to remember all this? So that's the breathing pace you want to use, or something close to it, because you're going to need to stimulate your pineal gland. And the first 5 minutes, here, I want to show you this first. The pineal gland sits right in the middle of your brain, okay? I'm going to come up a little bit. It's right in the middle. So for the first 5 minutes, imagine this is your head. You're going to go like a straw from the back of your head, through your head, and the pineal gland, and out the forehead on the inhale. And on the exhale, you want to imagine these two tails coming back around. So how it works, guys and gals, and then two tails come back around. And this is a torus. In Judaism and Kabbalah, the torus is big. I'm not going to get into that now. I'll talk a little bit about why this was created this way. So for the first 5 minutes, we're going to be that way. The second 15 minutes, we're going to be doing a bigger torus. And as you can see from this torus here, you can consider this right brain, left brain, middle brain. In Judaism, they call it the dot. And my friend Joe, who's producing all of this, and I bless him, you're going to come up your spine through your pineal gland and out. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. These are the chakras. Two-tailed Ouroboros. And so what we're going to do, you're going to start at your root chakra with your breath. Inhale all the way through your spine, through your pineal, out the crown, and then back around. You're going to do that for 15 minutes. So 5 minutes with the head, 15 minutes with the spine. Typically, that's enough to make the magic happen, the mystical part of this. And again, try this at least 6 times. I believe it can change our lives. It's changed mine. So now we're done with the 20-minute breathing. Now we're going to go to Jerusalem and lay on the foundation stone. And I want to show you what that looks like. And I'll bring this up so everybody can see it. This is the foundation stone. It's just a rock. What's that doing there? You know, just a rock. It's covered by the dome of the rock that the Muslims control or inhabit. And this rock has many meanings in the Jewish tradition. In Islam, this is where Muhammad ascended. In Judaism, this rock is the rock. It's a vortex between this world and the next world. And Rick Strassman, in his book, DMT, The Spirit Molecule, says he believes DMT, what's it doing there, right? What's it in our body for? What's the pineal gland in our body for? It is a vehicle between worlds. And Eli has been doing this a long time with other people, and we've had some pretty amazing experiences with this. So I'm going to say, let's imagine going to Jerusalem and see yourself laying on the rock, okay? You're going to need your imagination. If you have an intention, it happens. So now, in that rock, both temples were built there. That's where Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac. That's where Jacob had his dream, and this meditation is similar to Jacob's dream. And there's many, many other traditions in the Jewish culture about this rock. It's the most fought after piece of property ever in the history of man. Everybody wants that area, but nobody understands it like the Jews do. And again, if you're not Jewish and I'm not Jewish, don't get caught up into that. Let's be open to God working through the Jewish people to help us rectify this crazy world we live in. So now we're laying on this stone with our imagination, and now you're going to put your earmuffs on. These are your earmuffs, okay? Sandalphon and Metatron. Now these two angels were on the Ark of the Covenant. Now were they there for decorations? Yes, partly, but on a higher level, those angels acted as amplifiers for prophecy. So you just want to imagine Sandalphon on the left ear, Metatron on the right ear. And then we're going to walk into our pineal gland. And this is from Rabbi Joe's site. So if you can see this, you're going to imagine coming in from the back of your neck, your occipital area, walk upstairs and plant your consciousness in your pineal gland and your third eye. During this meditation, you want to keep your focus on your third eye because you're going to be blindfolded. You don't need these. And I like to say it this way, whatever you see, don't look at it. Because if you're seeing it with your right brain, your third eye, and you try to look at it with your physical eyes, you're going to go left brain, boom, it's gone. So now we're in our pineal gland. You keep your attention and focus here, and you can try that right now. If you close your eyes and then just move your focus up here to your third eye. That's where you want to keep your focus this whole time. Now, will you wander? Yes, I occasionally will wander, but I always come back to the third eye. I teach mindfulness, and I've been practicing it for many, many years. And I find that this meditation is like PhD work into mindfulness, because the left brain is going to do what it does. It always does. It's just there. I call it the parrot. But you can turn down the volume with this type of meditation. So you don't even notice it after a while, because it's like the TV. You turn the TV down, you don't notice what's going on. Okay, now we're in our pineal gland. And what makes this meditation unique is those doing this meditation today, wherever you're located, just with your intention, I'm going to connect my pineal gland to every pineal gland doing this meditation. Rabbi Joel did a wonderful documentary on Gaia, the website Gaia. So if you're familiar with that, or if you go there, go to pineal gland. And he did a wonderful half-hour talk on why we think the pineal gland is what's going to be the internet for all of humanity. And let's face it, you guys know this. I know it deeply. I've been working with people for years. Nothing else is helping with this separation consciousness. I truly believe the more we do this meditation, the more we will be into unity consciousness. It will raise our vibration. So if you get a chance, go to Gaia, G-A-I-A, the website, and check out Rabbi Joel's talk. It's amazing. So during the meditation, our focus is to keep here. Okay? So if you start to lose it, just come back to your third eye. And don't lose that. So we connect with our pineal glands as a group today. At the end of the meditation, if you're willing, I recommend, and I'll do it, I'll say it, let's connect our pineal glands to all the pineal glands on the planet. And that could create the unity consciousness we're all craving for, especially if you're listening to me today, because I know you're hungry for it too. So now we're in our pineal gland. We've connected our pineal glands. The next step is a sacred sound called Ma-Kom. It means the place of God. It has other meanings in Judaism, but for our sake today, the place of God. So when we start doing it, you go Ma-Kom, Ma-Kom. You can do that for a minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes of this meditation. I usually go for about 5 minutes, and it kind of helps me because when we started using this, I I noticed my energy jumped and my focus got a lot better. So you're going to, whatever you're seeing with your third eye, and it may not happen immediately. Sometimes it takes me 10, 15 minutes, and all of a sudden this door opens up. So be patient with that. And this meditation is not just about seeing. I don't always see a lot. I'll feel it. I'll get messages. So all of our senses can be utilized during this meditation. The one thing is you got to let go. The more you can let go, the deeper you'll go. Okay? And I've had that experience where all of a sudden I feel like I'm falling literally through a wormhole, or the floor dropped out from under me, and it takes your breath away. For years, I've been saying this meditation is like having a near-death experience without the death part. I'm a big advocate or a fan of near-death research in that. And I found a wonderful questionnaire by Dr. Grayson, who created this questionnaire for near-death survivors. But I've used it for this meditation for the people that have been doing this for a while, and they've scored really high on it. So that's why I say it's like you're having a near-death experience, but you don't have to have a near-death experience, cancer or something. But when we come back into our bodies today, it will recharge us. Some of you will sleep like babies tonight, and some of you won't need a lot of sleep, and that's okay. There's a quote in Rick Strassman's book, The DMT, the Spirit Molecule, again, which I highly recommend you read to understand the science behind this, from Sigmund Freud. And what Freud said is, the ego is first and foremost a body ego. With no body, what's left? Now, we all struggle with that ego, the parrot brain, the roommate, different people call it different things. Wouldn't it be nice to have an experience where the ego's not sticking his finger in our face or his nose in? This meditation can allow you to do this. If you have any questions or comments about what we did today, or you want to connect with Eli, just put it on Eli the Restorer, and there's ways to contact me, email me. I'll be glad to communicate with you. I ask people to be kind. If this isn't for you, it isn't for you. I've taught hundreds, thousands of people this meditation, and they'll come once or twice, and that's it. But those that can really get deep into it love it like I do. And I'm so excited I get to do this today with you guys, even though I'll be sitting here and you're going to be sitting where you're at. So anyway, if you have comments or questions, but please be kind and compassionate in that. What you want to do, I recommend laying when you do this, unless you've got a body that doesn't do well on the floor, then find a comfortable place to sit. After a while, when you get into this, your body's not going to be there anyway. You're not even going to notice you have a body. I was talking to a friend of mine. We did a interview on Facebook. Her name is Amy Boswinkle, Amazing Spirit. And she's done this a few times and really had some powerful experiences. It's almost like your breathing slows down to really shallow, like you're in a coma. I felt that, like, oh my God, I'm not even breathing. When people are in comas, they don't breathe because you go so deeply out there, you're not even in your body. When we get done doing the 20 minutes of the toroidal breathing, you're going to go back to your normal breathing. However, keep the torus rotating the whole time. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to see any of this. I'm not extremely visual. If you set your intention to create the torus and keep it rotating, you got it. The same thing with going to Jerusalem. I'm here in Northwest Indiana, but we live in a holographic universe, and what that means is everything is inside of all of us. We just got to know how to find that foundation stone. So, all right, why don't you get ready, and I'll get the music ready to start. If you got to use the toilet, we'll be starting this in a couple of minutes. I go to set the cameras up again, and we'll see what happens. At the end of this, I'll share my experience. Unfortunately, that's where you're going to have to comment on the Facebook page or however you're connecting with this. Anything you had. I'm always interested in the experiences. I'll tell you one thing. Recently, about 3 weeks ago, we had a young man for the first time come to do this meditation. I don't know if he's been practicing much. He's like 25. So when we got done, everybody gets up. I thought he was dead. It scared the heck out of me for a second. He was so far gone, it took him a while to come back into his body. He did hear everything we were saying, but he wasn't fully back in his body yet. Now, I don't want to say that to scare you, but that's how deep you can go with this, folks. Every time is different for me. I've never had the same meditation twice. They may be somewhat similar, but they've never been the same. It's like Forrest Gump's box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get with this meditation. Okay, I'll set up the cameras. You guys do what you need to do to get comfortable. So I'm going to set this up so you guys can see me laying on the floor and hear me. And I'm going to drop the camera down a little bit. I left my cell phone on in case my producer friend Joe called if I was screwing up. This is all new to Eli, this technology and that, but I'm starting to get better at it. I guess you can teach an old dog new tricks. So I'm going to put on my mindfold. Move this out a little bit. Last time I noticed I was too close to the couch. And I'm going to start the music. Okay, so we're going to do the breathing through the back of the head for 5 minutes. So let's get started. You don't have to see anything, just imagine it. You're going through the back of your neck, through the pineal, the top of the forehead, and then the two tails come back around. You got to get a little uncomfortable with this. Go to your edge, but don't fall off. Okay, now we're going to go the next 15 minutes. We're going to start at the root chakra. Come up with your breath through your pineal, through your crown chakra, out of the top of the head, and then the two tails are going to come back around. Just imagine it. You don't have to see any of this. I'll turn the music back up, but I want to give you the instructions. So you keep your attention on your third eye, and you keep your torus rotating the whole time. Now imagine seeing that rock in Jerusalem, the Even Shtia, and see yourself laying on it. And I'm hoping Alex is here today with his friends at college on that rock with us. Okay, just imagine it, it's there. And then let's put on the earmuffs, Sandalphon on the left ear, and Metatron on the right ear. And then let's walk up from the back of our neck, the occipital area, up those stairs, and plant yourself, your consciousness in your pineal gland with your intention. Remember, if you believe it to be true, it's true. And let's interconnect all of our pineal glands with everybody doing this meditation. I'll say my intention is to connect my pineal gland to anybody doing this meditation today. And when I turn the music back up, you can start the sacred chant Makom as long as you need to, and enjoy your journey. right, now just relax, take it all in, and if you're willing, and I hope you are, I am, let's make our intention to share this and connect our pineal glands to everyone on the planet to end this separation consciousness problem we have here. Wow. Okay, make sure the cameras are set. Thank you for checking in. Wow. No words, folks, no words. But the coolest thing, I was going up through a tube and just kept going up and up. I think I was going up. And the further I went, the bigger I got. I felt like I was part of everything, which is really interesting, isn't it? So the reason I love this meditation is we're so busy in our left brains and we lean too far left. So especially for men, but women too sometimes, this helps to strengthen the right brain to keep us more balanced as humans, you know, our creative, mystical sides, our intuition. Next Saturday, we'll be doing this again at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is my weekend service. I go to Unity on Sunday for a different kind of service, but if you ask me what is my religious practice, and I don't like religious, spiritual practice, this is how I connect with the Creator. But Unity's got a great service on Sunday too. Thank you for tuning in. Spread the word. Invite your friends. Saturday morning tea, and then a quick meditation. God bless. Namaste.